Good afternoon, welcome to the shed. So today we're going to be doing another one of our market haul refurbs. This is a record number 71. This one's going in my collection because I've got a standing one, but I need two. There's a reason why, I'll tell you sometime. We've got 3 blades with this one, a 1/2 inch, I think that's a 1/2 inch, a sort of 3/8, and the pointy blade, which I will look up what it's called. It's in pretty good nick. First thing we're going to do, strip it down, give it a wash, clean the bottom, clean up the parts, and sand down the knobs. That's it really, nice easy one. Okay, let's get you over to the bench. Okay, let's have a look at what we got then. First and most importantly, we have a cup of tea. Lovely. Okay, as I say, these are quite simple. Let's take the, so if this collar, which locks the blade in place, you have a screw adjuster, which isn't coming off for some reason. There we go. All of these bits are in pretty good nick. Some of them are nickel plated or chrome plated. Nickel, I suppose it is. But they'll all clean up quite easily. Knob, collar, iron or blade, pretty good nick. I think this has even been used, this one, you know. Then we've got this height adjuster or shoe depth gauge is what I'm trying to say, and that is in 2 parts because it can be turned over and be used as a stop. I won't take that screw out. And then we've got this little fence on the bottom. Like so. Okay, let me get the spare blades, just have a look at those. Yeah, so we've got this angled blade. I'm not really sure what you call that. And I noticed that's got a screw in bit, so presumably you can change that bit or take it off for sharpening perhaps. Yeah, that's probably what it's for. Okay, so we've got one of those which we can clean up, and then we've got this one as well, which is a bit smaller. I'll just tell you what the measurements are. Now this one has been used. So that is, well, I'd say that is, yeah, 3/8 I reckon that is. That one needs sharpening. 3/8 is about, I don't know, 7 mil if my eyes are good. And then the main one, which is 12, 13 mil, is basically 1/2 inch, isn't it? Yeah, so that's, well, it's just under 1/2 inch. Okay, let's get the knobs off and start cleaning it. Rod is stuck in there. Not anymore. One knob. Two knobs. That's had a little clean, just soapy water, got rid of all the muck, not that there was a massive amount on it. So there's a couple of bits of rust on the corners here, which does raise it up a little bit, so I definitely need to take that down. I'm not sure whether just a bit of emery cloth would be the thing to do. Yeah, there's another bit there that's raised up. That bit there looks like it'll come off with a bit of, yeah. Okay, so we'll give that a clean. I'm not going to go too crazy. It's nice and flat. Just take those red rough bits off. So I managed to clean that one up. It is quite pitted. It's been used quite a bit. I think that might be where the screw has been tightened up, or the collar. So yeah, it's come up okay, but obviously a bit tired. This one actually looks in better condition. Wonder if they all come from the same set. Who knows? Okay, I'll clean these two up off camera and I'll get back to you. Blades or the irons, honed as best I can do, up to 1000 grit. They don't need to be too sharp, but yeah, done a pretty good job on those. And these are the other pieces, all polished up and ready to go. Quite an easy refurb, this one. So I just need to do the knobs. At the moment I've got some paint remover on those, so I'll clean them up, sand them up, and then we'll oil them and put it all back together. Okay, so that's all the parts done. I've sanded down the knobs, didn't show that, but they look lovely. I've oiled them with a bit of Danish oil. I managed to find a bolt that fits perfectly in the thread, in the hole there, which is very, very useful. So I'm keeping that to one side. Even got a little locking nut for it as well. That will be useful in the future. Okay, let's put it together. I've also oiled all of the metal parts, just so that they're all preserved. I'm going to tidy up. Bought myself a proper dustpan, proper janitor's dustpan. So I was fed up with my plastic one splitting. Got the old maker's mark on there. Okay, so that's that done. Nice easy restore really, that one. Nice little plane. Might need a little bit more oil on that handle. Okay, let's give it a test, see if we can do a bit of actual woodwork with it. Okay, let's cut a simple dado in this piece of pine. I'm not going to measure it accurately, just for fun. Okay. Let's chisel down to that, give it a bit of just chiseling up to my knife wall. Give me something to saw to. Sound like I know what I'm talking about. Might be able to do this just without the hammer, without the mallet actually. Yep, I can. It just gives you something to go up against with your saw. Made a bit of a mess of that one. There we go. Okay, so I've got a couple of lines marked out. We can saw that now. Oh, I need to just go down to a certain level. Let's use this as a marking gauge. So just using the plane here, I can mark a line, use it as a marking gauge, except I can't actually see it, which is a bit of a pain. Flip it over. That's good. Just gonna mark that. let's saw down to that line. Made a bit of a mess of my wood. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but okay, that's down to the line on that one. I do realise I've got to make a proper bench hook. That's coming up soon, I promise you. Okay, so that's cut down to my line. I say that, it's slightly high there. There we go. Let's get the chisel on there. Let's use the chisel to take some of that wood away. Okay, I've left that quite high. Let's see if we can take some of that off with the plane. Bring you in a bit closer because I don't think you can see that. I think I need to clean the oil off my plane because it's making a right mess of the wood. Plenty sharp though. Okay, so we just go down loosen it off, go down half a turn. Oh, I think that's a bit too much actually. Quarter of a turn I should have gone. Okay, let's go down another quarter of a turn. And again. I do hope you can see that. I need to go in from each side. A little bit more. probably the final pass. There you go. So apart from making a right mess of my bit of wood because I oiled the plane, that has done the job beautifully. That is a perfectly level dado. Clean those edges. There you go. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Turned out really well. Nice and easy restore. It wasn't in bad nick. I really like it. These are my favourite little planes. Yeah, nice little bit of engineering, aren't they? If you see one of those at the local market and you can get it for less than 60 quid, snap it up, because you can definitely sell it on eBay for 100, or stick one in your collection. So that's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. I'll link to a couple of other videos here, and next up we'll be using this plane in anger on a real project. See you soon.